Tell me about the children. Dr. Halsey.
You already know everything.
You kidnapped them.
Children's minds are more easily accepting of indoctrination. Their bodies more adaptable to augmentation. The result was the ultimate soldier. And because of our success, when the Covenant invaded, we were ready.
Dr. Halsey, you're bending history for your own favor, and you know it. You developed the Spartans to crush human rebellion, not to fight the Covenant.
When one human world after another fell, when my Spartans were all that stood between humanity and extinction, nobody was concerned about why they were originally built.
So you feel in the end your choices were justified?
My work saved the human race.
Do you think the Spartans' lack of basic humanity helped?
What are you after? The others before you were naval intelligence, but you're something else.
Records show Spartans routinely exhibited mildly sociopathic tendencies, difficulty with socialization and verbalization.
The records show efficient behavior operating in hazardous situations. I supplied the tools to maintain that efficiency.
Do you believe the Master Chief succeeded because he was, at his core, broken?
What does John have to do with this? You want to replace him?
The Master Chief is dead.
His file reads missing in action.
Catherine. Spartans never die.
Your mistake is seeing Spartans as military hardware. My Spartans are humanity's next step. Our destiny as a species. Do not underestimate them. But most of all, do not underestimate him.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt, I am the American-Canadian Gamer, and welcome back to my playthrough of the Halo series fresh off the heels of Halo 3. The Ark has been destroyed, the Gravemind has been removed from the equation, the Flood are no longer a threat to the known universe, the Sangheili and the humans are at peace, and the Covenant is in a state of disarray because their leadership, their home, High Charity, everything has been thrown into a flux and destroyed in the war between the humans, Covenant, and Flood. This game takes place 4 years afterwards. Everybody thinks the Master Chief is dead, but in reality, in actuality, him and Cortana have been floating through space on the Forward Unto Dawn, and if you get the legendary ending for Halo 3, you can see that they're approaching some type of planet, and that is where this story picks up, albeit 4 years later. So let's go ahead and begin the missions of Halo 4, and we're actually going to skip the prologue. I'm going to do what I did with Halo 2. I'm going to upload an episode 0 so that it's just its own little video, and it's just the prologue, and it doesn't prolong this video. And we're going to begin with the mission Dawn, and we will be doing this one on Heroic. I do not want to do it on Legendary. Not for a video series. By myself, yeah. Not for a video series. So, without further ado, let us begin.
Wake up, Chief. I need you.
Chief! Easy. You've been out for a while.
Where are we?
We're still adrift on the Dawn.
Why did you wake me?
Hang on. Bringing your systems online now.
The Chief notices that he has new armor as well.
While you are out.
You've been busy.
Activating the ship's gravity generators.
This is not the pod that I got into at the end of the last game, Cortana.
Chief, look up.
I was like over there. What am I doing over here now at the end of a hallway? This doesn't make any sense. But I at least still know how to press buttons, so we're at least okay on that front.
Seems like old times.
Ready to get back to work?
I thought you'd never ask. We've got intrusion alerts lighting up on multiple decks.
Can I just take a moment to say how much I
Figure out who's boarding
love
us is
the HUD
observation
in
deck,
Halo
4
4?
floors up.
Could it be a rescue team?
Wouldn't bet on it.
I love this HUD. I'm gonna say, like, this is the best in-helmet view, like, ever. I love this. I think it even beats out, like, Metroid Prime. I don't know how else to say it. I just adore this in-helmet view. I wish it would have translated more to the multiplayer, but because you had customizable helmets, I can see why they didn't do it. Also, this little thing down here, if you've never seen it, is just a recap of the previous stories and stuff, so previous games and the stories, but we're gonna leave that to be. We're not going to go through all those things. I'm not really much of an Easter egg hunter in terms of, like, live playthroughs and stuff. I do like to go through and find them when I'm on my own, but not really when I'm doing this kind of stuff, so let's go ahead and review the weapon systems. Weapon systems are online, which is good for us. And there was one other thing I was want to say. Oh, yeah, let me go back and do this. This is the only thing I really don't like about Halo 4. When it takes control away from you... Oh, well, now it's gravity controls. And it actually makes you... Wow, I didn't realize there was actually more to this. I thought it was just the weapon systems.
Ship propulsion offline.
It's actually going through all the systems. Hull integrity.
Bow hull integrity compromised.
Life support?
Life support online.
Well, that's good. I mean, I have a suit for that, but still. Oh, right there is what I wanted to talk about.
Online.
If the button press like that... I don't like when games, like, take the control away from you to show you a little animation of you pressing the button from first-person perspective, because you don't need that. It's like, I'm pressing the button on my controller. That is enough context in my brain to tell me that I'm pressing the button. I could make a whole video about that, and actually, I just might. Either way, we'll move on because, ooh, the lights, oh, the aesthetic. Oh, I love Halo 4. A lot more than most people.
7 months, 10 days.
Somebody should have found us by now. What's that?
Sensor scan, high intensity. Doesn't match any known patterns.
How close are we to the observation deck?
It's directly above us.
Then we better get to the observation deck. Alright, so... Yeah, I love Halo 4. A lot more than most people really do, I think. And I think it's just such a great return to everything that we loved about Halo and the Master Chief. And I think everything about it's great. I'm so excited for this playthrough. And our first little QTE event, which, a first in the Halo series, but I do not think was overdone. I do not think it was overdone at all.
Chief, watch out!
Although I would argue, yeah, there really isn't any challenge to it whatsoever.
Deteriorated so badly.
Silly elites, we already went over this inside of the little container. I know how to press buttons.
With the Covenant.
A lot can happen in 4 years. Either way, he's probably not alone. We should be careful.
Should be very careful. Grab this Magnum. Move on to the first little room encounter that we have here. I'll go into sneak mode and just crouch and sneak past all these grunts, and we'll take out this elite to start this confrontation and clear the room of enemies before we move on. I do like the new armor look for them. Like, look at that, like the spine and like design in the back and everything, and like I love the new armor look for them. Oh, the assassinations! Little grunt, little grunts. Okay, so you breathe methane, and yeah, it's being injected into your nose, but like, what happens if you do end up breathing oxygen? That's gotta be poisonous to you. Like, having a mouth here has to be bad for you unless that mouth does not lead to your lungs. Like a traditional humanoid. Does that mean that they do not breathe through their mouth, they only breathe through their nose? I mean, really? That, like, breathing in oxygen should be poisonous to them. Their mouth should need to be covered. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
The good news is these Covenant aren't outfitted like standard military. It's possible we just came across a rogue salvage ship.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what it is, Cortana. A rogue salvage ship.
Or we might have stumbled into an entire Covenant fleet.
Maybe they haven't recognized us.
Or maybe you two just need to quit talking, because every time you say something, something bad happens. So maybe if you both just shut up for a little bit, we might make it out of this okay. Alright, a couple elites to take care of. Nothing too major. Some elites and some grunts. Oh, I'm out of ammo for that. Oh, hey, Grunt, how are you doing? What's up? I need to recollect myself really quick. Get in here before I die. Let my shields recharge since I'm out of magnum ammo.
It'll take a few minutes to repressurize.
Come on, go down, go down. Alright. Oh, you son of a gun. Alright, let's hide for a second. I said I was gonna hide for a second. That doesn't mean come in here and shoot me. There we go. Now just one more grunt to take care of. Are we good? Okay, I think we're good. Give me ammo, because I need ammo.
We've got bigger problems. We've got a cruiser on an intercept course.
Which one?
The elevator banks.
This one?
Didn't the ship's sensors say we still had weapon systems online?
Yes, but since the ship was torn in half, we can't access the weapon stations. We'll have to fire them manually from the outer hull.
Well, I guess we're going to the outer hull then. Closed elevator door. Hide that loading screen. Take us to where we need to go. The only thing this elevator lacks is music. That's really it. I'd supply my own, but, I mean, I don't want to put the game composers to shame. I heard that. There's an elite over here. Ignore the opening door. Do not pay attention to the opening door. Or the human Spartan that is coming out of it. That elite disappeared. He's around the corner. Ah! Huh. Sweet. Love the Halo 4 assault rifle, but I think I'll play with the storm rifle a little bit. Variety, oh my goodness, is the spice of life after all. And it's getting me killed. It is a little too spicy. Not so bad though. Could be worse.
That cruiser's shields are down. Assuming they don't raise them, that missile's gonna be one heck of a surprise.
Why would their shields be down in the first place? Because it consumes too much energy for travel? And they only want to use them in combat situations? Oh, that actually does make sense now that I think about it. They don't expect this thing to be hostile. They don't expect to be in a combat situation, even though they're getting reports of a lone Spartan on here, although they probably were able to analyze it and see that our weapon systems... Oh no, our weapon systems are online, they just can't be remote fired. They should have their shields up as soon as they get reports that there's hostiles on the board, because they don't know how many of us there are. For all they know, there's a whole large group of us that are on here. Dumb Covenant.
Covenant seem more fanatical than the ones we fought before.
I think I stuck the elite. I stuck the elite. Oh yeah. Jackals, jackals, jackals. Alright, one left. I don't like this more reptilian look of the jackals. I prefer the more bird-like design. I don't know. I don't like... I don't know. I think they made some of them just look too angry and, like... I think demonic... Monstrous is the word I'm looking for. They made them look like monsters too much, which they're not.
We're just about there.
They're not monsters. They're just different species of aliens that have come together in a covenant. Granted, they're a little more than a little misguided, but I mean... They're not monsters, they're intelligent beings. Although the jackals are known for being relatively savage, so I mean, I guess that does kind of fit them a little bit. They did have a plan to get rid of, basically... Oh, they stuck me! Those little... Bah! Because at one point, a jackal was caught attempting to poison the drink supplies of the grunts in an attempt to make them sterile and limit their breeding populations and capabilities so that they wouldn't be as overwhelmingly numbered as they are, because the jackals and the grunts hate each other. They hate each other. But they're forced to get along, and for the good of the Covenant, basically. I'll come back to them. 2 rounds left. Hwah! And lots of radar markers. A lot more than 2. Oh, get out before a grunt kills me, of all things. And I didn't get the chance to let my shields recharge, because as soon as I went outside, I started getting popped from another angle. Ugh.
How far to the missile?
Okay, no more games. We're just going to walk in here and wipe them out. See? That easy. Why do I make things more difficult than they really are? Why do I do that to myself? Why can I not hit this jackal? Where do you guys come from? Now I'm out of ammo. Well, at least you're as bad at throwing grenades as I am. Alright, loading done. Just leaves you. Weren't you higher rank last time I killed you? Oh, no, that was you. Oh, there's 2 of you. Oh. I mean, that kind of explains some stuff. So now that I'm done dying to really stupid things, let us move on to the next section of this level, shall we? Dude. Really? Come on. Come on. You can do better than that. I should reload the checkpoint just to give you another chance, but I mean, I don't think you deserve it. Do ya? No, you don't. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. I don't remember you being here. I just remember walking out and picking up the one in the anti-gravity section.
The auxiliary launch station should be to your left, out of the airlocks. You'll have to prime the launch for ignition.
Cortana.
It's nothing. Just get to the launch station.
Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing. Yeah, that battle rifle is the first one I remember picking up. Also, this is my favorite battle rifle design.
Sorry, did I miss
by far.
Forerunner planet at some point?
One thing at a time.
No, yeah, that's right. There's this thing to worry about, too. So, let's start picking these guys off with a battle rifle. Firing guns in space.
Chief, you need to find the missile controls.
Which there's whole, like, theories about, can you fire a gun in space? Yes, you can fire the gun in space, but the kick of it coming back on you is going to be so much harder, more difficult to deal with because you're not in gravity where you can, like, situate yourself and brace yourself for the shot. It's just going to want to really knock you farther backwards than you really want to go. From what I understand, I could be wrong about that, but I know that it is possible to fire the gun in space because the explosion that triggers the propulsion of the projectile is contained within the gun itself, and you don't need to worry about outside influence. That's why some guns can fire underwater. Actually, a lot of guns can fire underwater. Only the ones that are not waterproof cannot do that. Actually, I think a vast majority of weapons can fire underwater. Just not like the old powder-based ones. I don't know. Now we're getting into territory that I don't fully understand. So I'm going to not talk about it so I don't make a fool of myself. Like that guy did. Give me your carbine. Thank you. Look at him floating. Back. 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 Dude, we can make a whole game type out of this. just make like a Pong match out of it. There you go. There you go, 343. I did it for you. I made a game type for you and for the next Halo. It's like Covenant Pong.
There's the launch station.
Give me that ammo. Thank you. Alright, I'm checking for some stuff really quick, and there is no stuff to check for, so... Oh! That other carbine right there. Okay, it gave me lots of ammo.
Launch initiated. Great! The blast door's jammed. The missile won't fire until it's cleared.
Oh!
Get down there.
Yep. It's never gonna be that simple. As soon as they see that missile, like, pop up, they should know, like, oh, hey, maybe we should activate shields. Unless it's not as simple as, like, just pressing a button and they turn on. Maybe they have an activation time. Because theoretically, you are going to see a threat in space coming from a significant distance away. Is this more carbine ammo? Yes, it is. That's all I needed. We'll worry about that elite when we get closer to him. Oh, hey. How are you doing? You ain't dead, you're hurt, and that's good enough for me. These are radioactive rounds, after all. Stop chasing me around corners. Just let my shields recharge. Give me a second. I'm gonna die to this elite. Or not. Alright, shields, recharge. Shields, recharge. Okay, that's just... I just saw something moving towards me, and my thoughts immediately were like, ah, I'm very dead right now. Like that grunt. He was just kind of standing here. Oh. Okay. Look at him go. Alright, alright. Back to the mission at hand. Chief, you can flip tanks. You can do this.
You did it! Get back!
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's get out of here before we get swallowed.
Pull us inside the surface. We've got to hurry. The second we cross the dome's event horizon, its atmosphere is going to tear us apart.
Where are the closest escape pods?
Aft vehicle bay. I'm tagging the closest airlock. Go!
That is beautiful, though. I just kind of want to stand here and just stare at it. Because that is gorgeous. Alright, let's go. Let's go not die, shall we? Take the battle rifle with me. Oh, that's right. We can sprint in this one. Hey, Cortana, I learned how to sprint. We're gonna make it just fine. I completely forgot that was a button I could press. Hooah. Let's get out of here. Yeah, sucks to be you guys.
One of the ground generators just went dark.
Just keep me pointing at vehicle bay.
Ugh. Ow.
We're almost there.
Out of your misery. You do kind of feel bad for them on some level, though. Like, they're just dying to this ship, and we're just trying to get out, and I don't know. You feel bad, and you don't feel bad.
Hold on. We're caught in the gravity well.
Can you track the escape pods?
Negative. Look out!